This is how you train for a big fight. 1 through 10. Cheer. The champ. With a huge crowd.
In terms of his hand speed.
Oh, that's right. Stop.
Diving with a big right hand that lands on Joshua. And a flurry. Joshua covering up. Headed down. Joshua, big left hand that stung Ruiz. And then Ruiz right back to Joshua. And Joshua.
The history of the heavyweight division is packed with examples of overweight fighters sending chiseled, bodybuilder-type athletes into deep, brutal knockouts.
It's going to be ruled a knockdown.
Cholesterol monsters who spent more time at McDonald's than in the gym carried a kind of raw, animal power that even world champions couldn't withstand. Today, I've put together a lineup of the best fights where so-called fat guys shut the lights out on champions and sculpted physiques. Big George Foreman, a boxer who became the embodiment of an entire era. Opponents used to lose consciousness from his punches, but in this fight, he looked like he was in arguably the worst shape of his career.
Work in the corner of Michael Mora, all big veterans.
Foreman will try him now here at the start of round number 2. Foreman trying to answer with the same. Trying to obey the commands of Teddy Atlas, whom he has a lot of belief in and a lot of respect for. He went night that George Foreman turned professional. Now Mora coming on, getting his jab home.
45-year-old Foreman looked like a typical grandfather with a massive belly. Across from him stood Michael Mora, young, athletic, undefeated, and the reigning champion. For round after round, Foreman absorbed punishment. He took shots, walked forward, and kept pressing. But in the championship rounds, he found his moment. One short, perfectly timed right hand, and Mora was gone. Lights out. Just like that.
Round 10. There's a right hand. Down goes Mora. He's flat on his back. He may not get up.
Not maybe, he's not moving.
Mora could be about to lose the heavyweight title.
I don't believe this.
George Foreman became the oldest heavyweight champion in boxing history. A living legend, crowned again when nobody believed he had anything left.
I was going to put a few little ones in there to taste them, but short and crisp. And he would start to think, oh, that didn't hurt. And then eventually lay a hard one in with a little body English to it and just lay in there hard. And then I knew if I knocked him down once, he wasn't going to get up past the 10th round.
Eric Butterbean, Ash, a pop boxing legend and one of the most recognizable heavyweights of the modern era. He was the undisputed king of 4-round wars. Butterbean understood something very clearly. His gas tank wasn't built for long-distance battles. So, from the opening bell, he would unleash a storm of devastating punches, trying to end the night as quickly as possible. Eric possessed absurd natural strength. His right overhand was often called a sledgehammer. When it landed, people didn't just fall. They were unconscious before they even hit the canvas.
Boxing, really, if you're an inexperienced young fighter like this. Because
he goes down a couple more times, we could have a 10-5 round.
You got to use the jab against Butterbean if you're going to be effective. Monaco, an inexperienced young fighter, I don't know that.
1, 2, let's go. 1, 2, yeah.
Good night.
There goes Monaco. And I mean, there he goes.
In this fight, he faced a professional boxer with a textbook physique. Shredded, disciplined, built like a fitness model. It was one of those classic moments where burgers and body fat proved stronger than protein shakes, and perfect abs. Seth Mitchell was a former American football player with carved, explosive muscles. Chris Areola, on the other hand, was famous for his love of beer and fast food. His obsession with tacos was legendary. On this particular night, he probably just wanted to get the job done quickly, so he wouldn't be late to his favorite Mexican restaurant. With tacos on his mind, Areola stormed forward from the opening seconds, eyes filled with fury. No hesitation, no caution. The result? You've seen it. Raw aggression and heavy hands overcame athletic aesthetics.
Areola's not rushing it. He's measuring what he does, but might let him off the hook a little bit.
And Mitchell tags Areola about the status of his nose. He quipped, it's still big, and now he's using his big power on Mitchell. Mitchell again down! And this fourth time he's been down in his career.
Now remember, he got up several times against Banks and continued in the last fight. Let's see if he can do it.
He's got to bend his knees. He keeps standing straight up. That right hand keeps landing. He's got to bend his knees and stay inside. Now it's too
He
late.
is nothing but a target. Jack Ruiz intervenes. Areola in an onslaught.
250 pounds of pure, sculpted muscle versus 280 pounds of burgers and body fat. A dominant world champion holding 3 belts against a guy who seemed to visit burger joints more often than the gym. On paper, the outcome looked obvious. But boxing isn't about how you look, it's about how you hit. Andy Ruiz didn't just win, he dismantled a bodybuilder. He used explosive hands, brutal combinations, and a smart, calculated fight plan.
Lands on the jaw of Ruiz, somehow staying on his feet.
No idea how.
And Ruiz counters. Ruiz counters, and Joshua's down. Diving with a big right hand that lands on Joshua, and a flurry. Joshua covering up, headed towards the end of the round, and Joshua's down again. Anthony Joshua is down for a second of those third round knockdowns. Joshua, big left hand that stung Ruiz, and then Ruiz right back at Joshua, and Joshua in trouble, losing his footing.
It seems that every time Joshua scores with a big punch, Ruiz comes right back. It's almost like a wake-up call.
Can Ruiz end it here? Joshua finally landing a big blow, and now another. Can Ruiz
When intelligence and timing enter the equation, muscle alone becomes irrelevant. If muscle can challenge fat, it stands no chance against precision and ring IQ.
I haven't, you know what, but it's a blessing to be here and becoming the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world.
Jarrell Miller versus Tomasz Adamek became a textbook example of how sheer mass, and yes, even a beer belly, can overwhelm discipline and athleticism. Miller stepped into that fight, weighing around 230 pounds. For context, he didn't just look like a heavyweight, he looked like someone who forgot to leave holiday feast mode. Standing across from him was Tomasz Adamek, a former 2-division champion, lean, technical, experienced. On paper, this was supposed to be a masterclass in footwork and precision.
Well, there's such a weight difference.
These guys are different weight classes, basically, but this is how it works over 2.
The weight difference was staggering. Adamek looked like a classic athlete. Miller looked like a nightclub bouncer who had eaten the entire menu. Fans expected the experienced Polish technician to outmaneuver the lumbering giant. Instead, reality hit hard.
He's doing the right thing. Throws punches that move, but can he do that? Because
75 pounds back in 2005, beat Steve Cunningham for the cruiserweight belt in the IBF in 2008. And he was just getting started, but these shots are hurting Adamek as Miller is pressing forward and throwing shots.
look at the combinations.
Adamek is hurt. Adamek is wobbling. Everything Miller throws hurts him. He was down. Indeed it is.
The raw force of the bigger man proved too much.
He came in, threw shots. Adamek came in.
The new unified IBO.
All these men loved 2 things: burgers and destroying opponents. In the heavyweight division, there's one unbreakable law: mass equals momentum. And if a fighter knows how to deliver that mass with precision, Diet stops mattering the second a heavyweight's fist collides with a jaw. Because in the end, physics doesn't care about abs.
And now we'll hear from the